Okay, so a viewer on YouTube recommended I watch, what is it again? Ants Canada. So we'll see what this is all about. Sorry, full screen. Yep. Hope the video's not too loud.
In ant keeping, there are a few basic golden rules of ethics that most ant keepers follow. First, don't keep non-local ants. Doing so endangers your ecosystem and the ants themselves.
Sorry, don't mind the noise, I'm just opening some
Pre-kill
snackies.
your prey insects. It's cruel and can be dangerous to your ants to feed live prey. And finally, we ant keepers know to never, ever mix your colonies together.
I got here Alan's party mix.
An ant war. Today I broke this last rule because I had heard that yellow crazy ants can fuse colonies. In fact, the Golden Empire today,
I'm a candy kind of guy. I love candy.
Of two colonies that joined forces. This is why when I received this new 5-queen colony of yellow crazy ants, it never occurred to me that the ants would end up going to war. AC family, sit tight because today we will see what can happen when the basic rules of ant keeping are broken. So keep on watching until the end. A warning to all ant keepers out there.
Okay, this might sound super ignorant, but I didn't know there were so many different types of ants.
This episode was not planned the way it turned out, but what happened will surely shock you. Gather around AC family,
and that they go to war.
Let's learn about the amazing ways of
Hey, what's up? We're watching Ants Canada. Someone on YouTube suggested I try watching these.
Episode where we marvel at the amazing world of ants.
See what happens.
Here on the Ants Canada Ant Channel. Please subscribe to my videos. You won't regret entering this ant universe. Hit that bell icon too to join the AC notifications.
Oh yeah, I'm sub.
Enjoy.
Don't worry, bro.
Before the ant lovers of since I first got them. But then I went back
Yo,
to what
what's
our
up?
biologist told us about what causes mites to enter the phoretic state, meaning the life stage to the ants' bodies. The mite biologist had said that one of the causes
Okay,
of
I don't
mite
like bugs.
phoresis
I don't know
is
why I'm
if
watching
the
this.
ants were already suffering from a health condition.
I'm not afraid of
The ants'
bugs.
health
I'm
was
just.
somehow compromised in the first place.
I'd rather not see them.
So, in light of this, I also knew that the larger an ant colony is, the greater chance of success they have at thriving, because with more workers, it means they
Wait,
can acquire
aren't ants like super militant? Like they have like scouts and whatnot? That's interesting. Let's see what an ant war looks like.
more food for the colony, keep the nest cleaner and better maintained, have babies better fed and protected, and generally carry out all the necessary tasks required for a healthy colony. I was going to break our third golden rule of ant
I think some of the
ethics.
most fascinating videos on YouTube is
I did it
actually
before
ants
with this
breaking
colony,
down food.
And other than one of the queens retaliating for a bit, it was fine.
Don't they have
I
a military
assumed
hierarchy?
This induced colony fusion
sorts?
now would also be problem-free. But little did I know, I was in for a shocking surprise.
Is the video too quiet, too loud? Oh, ad. Yeah, I got ads working again on Opera GX.
On one end, to keep the ants inside the terrarium from crawling out.
Imagine like dipping your hand in some honey and then just like
Unwrapped the
sticking your hand into
container
that
to reveal the new foreign
ant ball.
5-queen colony. Whoa, look at all those ants. They were
Ugh,
restless
gross.
in their container. I was told the colony was quite agitated these past few days, perhaps because they were tired of living in their plastic container.
You were told?
This
Who
move
told you?
was going to be
The
easy.
ants?
So my plan was to disconnect this tube, which connects the main nest container to their outworld, and connect this tube, leading to the Hacienda del Dorado, to this hole. As for the ants in the outworld, I would dump them directly into the Hacienda del Dorado afterward. Here we go.
Oh boy. I hate that feeling of like little ants like on your skin. The ant had a hole in it and he left it in his bedroom. Goddamn man. I remember at one time in our house, we spilled some like soda or something, and like we thought we cleaned all of it. It was like a small speck near the door. Next day, ants. Crazy. It's not like we left any doors open either. They just find their way in. Yeah, he better.
Haven't played Crossout before? Now it's the time. Crossout is a free action-packed game where you craft, ride, and destroy.
No way!
Machines from hundreds of parts.
Hundreds of parts.
Against other players. Take out your enemies.
That looks epic.
With a closer look, I was shocked.
No, I respect the hustle.
To my surprise,
The ads, man, how do you
Golden
get paid these
Empire
days?
and this new 5-queen colony had engaged in an epic ant war. Workers were locked together, biting legs, mandibles locked, many ants clearly in agony. Oh no!
What?
What had I done? The Golden Empire was in danger, and it pained me to know that I had caused this ant war. I wasn't sure which colony would end up winning, but I knew this would definitely end
How do you stop
in
an ant
massive
war?
ant bloodshed. There was nothing I could do but watch in horror as our beloved Golden Empire fought against these newly introduced enemies. May
Yikes.
God help the Golden Empire. Who won?
They need a common enemy.
How many casualties were there? With a heavy heart, I surveyed the Golden Empire's kingdom. To my surprise, I couldn't find any dead ants anywhere. What? Where did all the ants go? Last night the armies
They
were
ate
fighting,
each other.
and I was sure I was going to have to deal with piles of dead ants in the morning. But no. No dead ants. I placed a dead cockroach inside to attempt to draw the ants out from wherever they were hiding. Suddenly, it was
Okay, this
like
sounds
a ray
super
of
weird,
hope.
but that cockroach, if you were an ant, that cockroach looks super juicy. Like, look at it. It's so plump.
In just a few short minutes, ants came rushing out from under the driftwood. And what made me
They're negotiating a trade deal. It'll be the most important trade deal of all time.
smile was
Maybe
that
ever.
the ants that came running out were our ants from the Golden Empire, still carrying their phoretic mites, as well as new mite-free ants, assumingly from the newly introduced ant colony from last night. Wow! The colonies had ultimately joined forces. What could have happened? Did they fight for a while and then just decide, hey guys, let's settle our differences?
They were
and just
testing each
become
other. They were
one
seeing
big happy
if
family?"
each other were worthy of the other's kind of companionship.
Whatever conspired overnight, I, for one, was relieved. Can you imagine what was going through my mind overnight, thinking about how hard it would have been to tell you guys the Golden Empire died because of a colony?
Ah, love that free YouTube
the
music, eh?
breaking of a basic ant-keeping golden rule? Anyway, so the Golden Empire now officially has 8 queens, and a larger worker force now. Also, there are many ants that are now mite-free. Let's hope this greater worker force helps get rid of these phoretic mites once and for all. Another very cool thing I spotted in the Hacienda del Dorado was this. The bonsai trees were apparently carrying their own set of parasites. But in this case, it excited me, because these little insects were aphids. It was my dream to find a way to properly and successfully
The United
use
Nations.
a colony of aphids, because as some of
Yeah,
you
there's
may
gotta be
know,
some sort of ant
species
version of that.
ants love to tend aphids and other similar plant insects.
The UC,
and milk
United
them
Colonies.
of their sweet secretions called honeydew. And yellow crazy ants are one of those species known to perform these aphid-tending behaviors. Yes, can you imagine the Golden Empire farming their own sugar source all inside the Hacienda del Dorado?
Hey,
So
the
far,
ants are
it
doing some
seemed the
gardening.
Golden
That's pretty
Empire
cool.
wasn't tending them yet, but I think I did catch what I thought were
Yo, don't they
workers
eat, like-
licking the leaves. Perhaps one day the
Don't
workers will discover
certain
that they
countries
can
eat
farm
like
honeydew
ants in like
from the
lollipops
small
and stuff like
aphids
that
feeding
as
from the
snacks?
bonsai trees.
That's grotty,
Isn't
man.
that cool, AC fam? I will be sure to keep you guys updated on this and the overall progress of the Golden Empire. Thank
The
you for
Golden
watching another
Empire sounds
episode
super
of the Ants
cool.
Canada Ant Channel. It's been quite the journey for this Golden Empire. And still, the saga continues on. And we, the AC family, will be here to support and watch over them every step of the way. Won't we?
I kind of
Guys.
shat on it at the start. I'm like, oh, gross ants, but like, hey, it's a really cool hobby. Like, how many
Ant
people
love
even
forever.
keep ants? I'm sure there's not many. It's definitely a conversation starter.
All right. That was close, right, guys?